Greetings, jammers of Jamaa. I am Queen Tashiana de la Summa Templelion IV, as you know, the mother of Milo Templelion. The students at PBAJ are completely blindsided. They have no idea that I am secretly their fake principal, James Marlowe. But I have to say, posing as another person besides myself is the greatest blessing on earth for a Tenuum. Imagine having the ability to be anything and anyone you want at any time. It makes Night of the Phantoms that much more exciting when you go trick-or-treating in your little costumes. You don't even need a costume. All you have to do is use your imagination to create a persona that is completely non-existent. And so here I am, the fake principal of PBAJ. Oh, Seymour, how very clever of you it was to create a school that would teach students how to fight phantoms. And as soon as I got a hold of it, I was able to completely alter the curriculum. Anything that was taught at this school, I could change. And that is what I'm in the process of doing. You've heard before, I'm sure, that eating school cafeteria lunches is bad. Well, at this school, everyone eats the cafeteria lunches, since PBAJ is a prestigious academy, and they have the finest chefs at this school cafeteria. This makes it so much easier to take a substance I like to call the organic Morph Gelatin and put it in their foods. Now let me explain what this substance does. This substance contains a very rare fruit, the Halusha. A fruit that contains the sweetest flavor you could ever imagine. Put it inside this gelatin, the students end up hallucinating. They see things that aren't really there. They get this false sense of confidence in phantom combat, and they think that they can actually defeat us phantoms. But in reality, they're not defeating anyone. Their hallucinations are leading them to believe that. Let's say worst case scenario. A student decides to start bringing lunch and no longer buys school lunches, therefore no longer getting the organic Morph Gelatin. No fear, the phantoms in the skies are spreading Halusha powder trails. Yes, the Halusha fruit contains a powdery substance inside its juices that will continuously cause you to hallucinate. Eating the fruit only has a minimal effect and will disappear within a day or two. But sniffing in that Halusha powder will cause you to constantly hallucinate. These students will have such a false sense of confidence that when I finally invade on Night of the Phantoms, they're going to be so weak. They'll have no actual defense mechanisms. They'll hallucinate phantoms being defeated, but in reality, we phantoms will prevail. Seymour, Seymour, Seymour. You should have put more security measures in action before I decided to kidnap you. And now look at you. No help at all. No one to call, since there's no reception in Phantom Badlands. You formed your armies. You trained them well. You taught them everything you thought you could teach them. But now, they're under my control. For as long as they eat that O.M.G. and continue to breathe in the Halusha powder trails, they will forever be unable to fight phantoms properly. Now the substance only works on non-phantoms, but Phasmaferas, they will be able to see exactly what's there. This includes my son Milo Templelion, of course, but no one's going to believe him. Everyone thinks Milo Templelion's insane. Nobody can stand my son, so they won't believe him when they tells them what's really there. Poor Milo. It must suck being a Phasmafera. Phasmaferas are viewed as the worst creation in Jamaa's history. Everyone fears them. Everyone fears that they are going to snap into a phantom at any given moment. Oh, Phasmaferas, I almost feel sorry for you. We Tenuums have it so easy, because we can be any animal we want, and the technology to decipher if a Tenuum is a Tenuum or not doesn't even exist, so Tenuums get off easy. But Phasmaferas, they could simply cut themselves, and the blood will immediately reveal that they're a Phasmafera. Yes, phantom blood is purple, so the purple blood flows out of Milo. Let's say he cuts himself one day. The purple blood will immediately tell everyone that he's a Phasmaphera. And no worries, they will not hallucinate this. It'll be there, crystal clear. And once they all find out his secret, that's when I'll reveal exactly who I am. And they'll be ready to fight. Or they think they'll be ready to fight. I will take Milo from the school before he gets exiled from Jamaa. I'll make sure he doesn't fight any phantoms for the longest time. That way, he will morph from a Phasmaphera into an Imaguum. He will undergo an incredibly painful process known as phantomorphosis. In this process, he will feel as though thousands of wasps, bees, and scorpions with scorching hot stingers are constantly drilling into his intestines. The phantom goop is incredibly toxic and acidic. He will cough up phantom goop continuously. He will vomit large amounts of extremely acidic phantom goop in order to make way for all the phantom blood cells that will multiply, causing him to transform into the Imaguum he knows he's supposed to be, but doesn't want to admit that it's his destiny to be. He will release any trace of Jammer DNA once he coughs it and vomits it. It'll all be released from his system, and he will be the Imaguum son that I've always wanted. He will help me invade Jamaa. People think I abandoned him for no reason, but no, I only disowned him because he wasn't the son I wanted. Well, now, I want my son back, and I want him to be the son I've always dreamed of having. I will do exactly what I need to do in order for this to happen, including targeting his master, his beloved master Ellipsity, the one he trusts most in this world. I'll make sure he suffers if it means getting Milo back. What kind of mother would be comfortable with her son being in the hands of a complete stranger? Not to mention, Ellipsity, you look like a gangster, a completely disgusting form of life. I'll make sure you suffer, and I can't wait to see you fail at protecting the son that is mine. Heed my message, all of you. Jamaa is in for a time of despair. Things are going to get very ugly. And if your life is not full of phantoms, I'll be absolutely certain to add some. I have come to pick up my son, and anyone who tries to stop me will be put to an eternal sleep. That includes your precious, beloved content creator, Ellipsity.
So you actually made it the whole way through? You watched the entire video? Thank you so much if you did. Well, of course you did, unless you skipped to this part, you know what I'm saying. But thank you for watching. You're always welcome here, whether you're subscribed or not. And always remember this, never fear your uniqueness. If you have creative ideas, let them out. I'm here to inspire y'all. See you all next video. Bye.